Make mistakes, it's okay. After some time, you begin to recognize your inner voice, your higher self, so that you don't feel like doing it, but oh, let me just do it, because if I don't do it, it will look somehow. So you can lie to anybody, but you can never lie to yourself. So I spoke about how you need to get rid of trauma because it messes your life. Now I'm gonna give you a few practical ways to do that. Number one, therapy. Therapy is okay. Africans, therapy is good. Therapy does not make you less of a person. Therapy does not mean you're a simp. Therapy does not mean you're weak. Therapy is good. Therapy is just like having a very beautiful and warm conversation with your grandma that loves you so much. You take therapy from professionals and people who actually know what they're doing, people who have a track record of significant progress and transformation in the lives of their clients. Number two, learning emotional regulation. Yeah, this one is a lot. This one is actually a lot. You need to learn emotional regulation. It's actually a lot, but it's not impossible. If you're somebody that gets overwhelmed easily, you deal with anxiety, like maybe when you're on the spot, or maybe in certain situations, it just takes a toll on you. I want you to pay attention to the way that you react to things. This is where emotional intelligence comes in. Emotional intelligence is being aware of how you behave, why you behave that way, and when you behave that way. Not in a way that makes you so self-conscious and timid and so self-absorbed, but in a way that shows how intentional you are towards healing yourself. Please take notes. If you notice that, oh my god, whenever this topic comes on, your head is you just get so angry, sit down and ask yourself, why does this thing trigger me so much? Ask yourself, think about it, be honest with yourself. You can lie to anybody, but you can never lie to yourself. If you're lying to yourself, you're just being a fool. I'm sorry, you're just being a fool. Why are you lying to yourself? There's no need for you to lie to yourself. Just say the truth. If you're jealous, it's fine. Say it, I'm jealous. I feel left out. I feel sad. I feel abandoned. I feel rejected. I'm afraid. I'm timid. I'm intimidated. I feel. Just embrace how you feel at that particular moment so that you can move to the next. Now, when you develop emotional intelligence, it now helps you, it now leads you to learn emotional regulation. Now, instead of lashing out or instead of breaking down, you begin to give yourself grace. So in times where something happens and it just weighs you down so much, even if it's just a little, it doesn't have to be so much, and you took notes and you observed and you saw that this is what happened after you did this and this and this, or after this and this happened, then you ask yourself, why did this happen? Now it will help you to be able to tackle the situation. If it's something that requires you to have a conversation with someone, maybe there's something that they're doing that is disrespectful or that offends you, then now you can now actually have an intelligent conversation with the person and say, oh, so this and this and this is what you do, and I do not appreciate that, it's offensive to me, can you stop it? That's where you begin to draw lines. That's where you begin to recognize your boundaries. Whatever you're not okay with, that's your boundary. If someone comes to me now and they are like touching my hair and I'm not okay with it, that's a boundary. I don't want you to touch my hair. That's an example though, because there are certain people that can. So the fact that I can allow this person to touch my hair does not mean that I should allow these other people to touch my hair. It's okay. Embrace how you feel. You are a human being. You are not a robot. You can feel whatever you feel. There's a reason. Stop shutting yourself out. Stop shutting your feelings. Learn to trust your guts. Learn to understand why you act the way you act. You have a different personality. You cannot be like anybody else. Just embrace the things that make you who you are. Okay? If you keep on following and bowing down to everybody's standards and setting your standards based on what you heard or what you see this person do or what you see, you will just be a washed up version of what you truly are, and that's a shame. So you need to develop your own standards and your own boundaries based on your values. How do you know your values if all you know is people, he said, they said, this, like, all you know, everything that consists, that is inside of you, is coming from outside. You need to stir this fire up from within. So draw from your own pots, stir it from your inside. Trust your guts. Make mistakes, it's okay. After some time, you begin to recognize your inner voice, your higher self. You begin to recognize it instead of just being a shadow behind people's success. You learn how to regulate your emotions by being aware of them and by being curious of how to regulate them. You try things out and don't give up. If you try something once and twice and it's not working, try again. If you try it multiple times, then that's when you can now switch and look for another method. But don't give up and say, that's how I am. No, that's a very wrong way to think. Don't ever say that's how you are. You have anger issues. When something happens, you are shouting, screaming at everybody in the street, everybody in your house, everybody in the environment knows that you are talking. You have a very nasty behavior. Work on yourself, okay? You take deep breaths. You write. If you need to take a breath, please do. But you should not always be going haywire. Things should not always be going out of control whenever you are involved. You're not an animal. You're royalty, okay? The third point is setting boundaries. You need to set boundaries. Stop collecting trash from people. Stop tolerating rubbish behavior from people. Don't be a people pleaser. It gets you nowhere. I don't know if you know this quote. In Nigeria, we have this thing we used to say, good girl no they pay. In this sense now, good girl no they pay because you are trying to please everybody. You are trying to do what everybody wants. At the end of the day, you are left feeling burnt out. You are left feeling drained from giving your all to people. And most times, they don't reciprocate. They don't even appreciate. They don't understand what you have done for them. So it's more like you are just pouring yourself, pouring your value, your gifts, your kindness, your love, your abilities. You're pouring it into a basket and it never returns. It's fine if you do some things because you want to. It's very beautiful. That's lovely. But do not do something when you don't want to, because you know that when you do it, they will accept you or like you more. Well, this is not applicable in some political systems. Like, let's say, office, your work politics. There are certain situations that call for people pleasing. But it should not be the order of your life that every time you are doing something you don't want to do, you don't want to smile, you're angry, but you have to smile just so that they will not feel somehow. Stop trying to make yourself easy. You just settle for less so that they don't feel stressed, they don't feel inconvenienced. You don't ask for too much so that they just know that, oh, it's okay, she's easy. No, please, drop that. If you grew up being that child that everybody loved, and now you have a standard, a reputation to keep, you have to make sure that you always do it this way so that you don't feel like doing it, but oh, let me just do it because if I don't do it, it will look somehow. See, take this from me, good girl no they pay. Do what you want to do. If you have a good reason, if there's a real reason, if there's a good reason for that thing that needs to be done, don't follow your emotions, do it though. If there is a good reason for it, do not accept what you're not okay with. And it does not mean that you should be rude about it. Do not be rude, because I see a lot of people being so rude and condescending. No, that is not it. You'll be wise, reasonable, be kind about it. Communicate like someone that is educated. Communicate like someone that has a heart. Set your boundaries and never break them. You also have to stop breaking your boundaries so that you can respect yourself. When you tell yourself that you're not going to do something, keep to that word. And you might fail. Oh my goodness, you might fail a couple of times. You will fail. But don't stop trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. And you will see that one day you actually follow through with your boundaries. By the time you start respecting your own boundaries, you will never let anybody break them. Okay. The fourth point is let go of shame. Let go of shame. Stop feeling bad. Stop feeling embarrassed about your identity. Stop feeling embarrassed about your predicament, about your past. Stop feeling embarrassed. Don't feel embarrassed. Let go. Don't worry. Let them talk. Just let them talk. By the time the products begin to show, by the time the outcome begins to show, people will then start recognizing, and they'll be like, oh my god, you did this. Meanwhile, it took days and nights of toiling and crying and strength and so many things that were difficult for you. Only you can run your race the way you can. Nobody can fit in your shoes, I tell you. They might be good at that particular thing, but there's something that you're good at that they can never do. Keep that in mind. Stop holding on to it. Especially those people who were assaulted. Those of us who have been emotionally and sexually abused. Please let go of that shame. Face it, it happened and it's in the past. What matters is that you are moving forward. That's the main thing. Let go of that shame. To heal, you must let go. Just let it go. I know it's not that easy. The process of let it go is a lot of crying, a lot of work. But if you're intentional, you will do it. And with my help, you will do it. I will walk you through. I promise. I'm here. I will walk you through. Let me end by saying this. You get to define who you are. You get to define who you are. Your actions, your words, your thoughts, everything that makes up your identity, it actually stems from you. You are the one that forms the impression that people have about you, both consciously and unconsciously. That's why you don't need to be acting film for people. You don't need to be acting drama. Work on yourself from within, and it will be easy for people to catch up when they meet you, when people experience you. Let's say you are someone that on a normal day you don't brush your teeth every morning. For example, you don't brush your teeth every morning and you decide to work on yourself. My dear, you have to be intentional and start brushing your teeth when nobody is looking at you, because one day somebody will be there. You might not be paying attention, but they will see you brushing your teeth and they'll be like, wow, he brushes his teeth every morning. That's amazing. That is how you set your reputation, by just being yourself. You don't need to act for anybody. What you need to do is to work on yourself from deep within, and then you are not trying anymore. You are not trying anymore. You see all these things I'm saying to you right now, I did not rehearse them. I did not learn it. It's coming from within. I don't know if you get me. It's coming from within because you know what I've been through. So it becomes easy when you truly work on yourself from within, when you truly embrace the core of your being. So please let go of that shame and decide to take matters into your hands. Get resources. Follow people on YouTube who are talking about the things that you need to know, who are talking about experiences that you've been through. Get sources online. Get books. If you're a Christian, pray to God. Look, that is a very important aspect. Talk to God about it. Just sit still with yourself. Embrace yourself, your flaws, your strengths, your weaknesses, and everything that you're working on. It's okay. I am still a work in progress, but where I am, I promise you, it took more than 5 years for me to get here, and it was not easy, I tell you, but I was intentional, and I want you to do the same. Please be intentional. You can do it in less than a year. I don't know, everybody has different paces, you know, depending on their personality and depending on the intensity of what they went through growing up or what they've been through even in the present. Your life is in your hands. I want you to be intentional about it. Love you.